new stage finishers might be coming to Mortal Kombat 1. That's right, there's proof, which is awesome because fans have wanted this feature since release. And if that wasn't cool enough already, it's also confirmed that Cyborg ninjas are returning to Mortal Kombat after all, which is very, very cool indeed. All that and more discussed in today's video, because another day means more Mortal Kombat 1 news. I'm covering it all the time on this channel, so if you want to stay up to date, then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss any future videos. And then after watching, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below, it helps the channel out a ton. And without any further ado, let's begin. But real quick, Gamersubs has a brand new waifu cup and some delicious flavors, and they sponsor your favorite YouTubers like Meat Canyon, Moist Critical, and also myself. Which is why today is a fantastic time to check out gamersubs.gg and use code UNDERDOG at checkout for a 10% discount. Alright, back to the video. First up, let's talk about these Cyborg ninjas, because for a while, ever since Sector and Cyrax got revealed, it seemed like there wasn't gonna be any cyborgs in Mortal Kombat 1. Instead, everybody was going to be wearing armor, and that's about it. Now, the armor is still advanced, but even so, it's not the same as a cyborg ninja, right? A ninja in really cool armor that's high-tech is still really cool, but Mortal Kombat is a visceral series with gore and body horror, and as a result, nothing beats a cyborg ninja, which is why it's good news that even in this new era where many things are changing, we are still going to get the Cyber Kuei. And if you don't believe me, check out this new intro revealed on Twitter.
The armor's just a first step, isn't it?
You will find out in time.
Yep, there you have it. It turns out the Iron Man suit, the advanced armor, is just step 1. Or in other words, Sector is beta testing with this armor. So before everyone else gets to play with her toys, there's gotta be a testing phase where she works out all the mistakes. And once the beta testing is done and over, we're gonna get cyborgs in the Lin Kuei, which is really cool. I saw a lot of people online were upset, even if they did not mind Sector and Cyrax being changed so much, the fact cyborgs were not going to return in Mortal Kombat 1 still bothered them a lot. And for me personally, I understand, because the Cyber Lin Kuei is a very crucial aspect of the Mortal Kombat lore and mythos. The Cyborg ninjas have been featured in many of the movies and a bunch of the video games, so I understand that fans would be sad if the Cyborg ninjas did not return. But guess what? There's still one more intro for us to watch that reveals one more cool aspect about these characters.
That armor is mine. You won't get it back.
So if this intro is canon, then it confirms that Cyrax does escape Sector after that fight we see in the gameplay trailer, and also that new forest stage, by the way. Very, very cool. Oh, and also the main menu is gonna change during the update as well. And I predicted this many months ago. I was pretty sure that when the Chaos Reigns update got here, the background was going to change drastically to reflect the DLC update. Not just because that would look really cool, but also because Mortal Kombat 11 did the same thing. It went from blue to gold, which I hated, by the way. I did not like that color change, but my point is we have a history of this in Mortal Kombat games. But I digress. This new intro does confirm that Cyrax escapes Sector, but I'm hoping that she needs help from somebody to make the armor work for her and not be under Sector's command. I'm still hoping that Sector has some sort of kill switch. And as a result, before Cyrax escapes, she's gonna need outside help from somebody. In fact, how cool would it be if Jax helps her and removes that kill switch so that it's no longer under Sector's control? That would be really sick. I know Jax is not fully playable, but his cameo model is in the game and it's very detailed. In fact, there's also a cutscene version of the model too that we see in the final chapter of story mode, and as a result, I'm just saying, maybe Jax or somebody else in the Special Forces is going to tinker around with Cyrax's armor to make sure that Sector no longer has control over it. Either that, or there is no kill switch, Cyrax beats Sector in the fight and then just gets to run away because Sector was too dumb to install some sort of countermeasure in the armor that stops people from stealing it. Fingers crossed, man. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen, because if Cyrax can just steal the armor by walking away with it, then that means Sector is one of the dumbest engineers in the history of mankind. Even the cheapest used car has measures to prevent it from being stolen by a random person. But alright, time for topic number 2, the stage finishers that could be coming to Mortal Kombat 1. If you're wondering why I'm calling it finishers instead of the official name, it's because YouTube doesn't like certain words, so I'm trying to dodge around that system right now. But everyone watching knows what I'm I'm talking about. They've been around since the very first Mortal Kombat game. After defeating the opponent, you don't have to finish them with your main character. Instead, you can finish them with the stage itself. And it looks like Mortal Kombat 1 is going to be adding that same feature, which if true, it's going to be a free update, which has me kicking myself because yesterday I just posted a video about all the free content coming to Mortal Kombat 1, and yet I forgot about the stage finishers. But that may have been a blessing in disguise, because even though these stage finishers are listed in the code for Mortal Kombat 1, they're in the data files, that does not confirm they're going to drop in the Chaos Reigns update. Instead, it could take NetherRealm all the way until Combat Pack 3 to add this feature because they're still working on it, or maybe they're going to add it before Chaos Reigns or a bit after. There's no way to really know. But my point is this: stage finishers are listed in the data files for Mortal Kombat 1, which means it's very, very likely they're going to be added to the game at some point as a free update. And listen, I'm not a gambling man, but if I was, I would bet money that this stage on screen is the most likely to have a stage finisher, because in the background we see some swinging axes trying to cut people in half, very similar to the crypt in Mortal Kombat 11. RIP to the GOAT, everyone's favorite version of the crypt. Mortal Kombat 1 was not the best at many things, but that crypt was definitely the best it's ever been, and I don't think it's ever going to get topped, if I'm being honest. Now, oddly enough, this new stage looks very similar to the Shaolin Monks Danger Room. I forget the exact name for it in Mortal Kombat 1, but the Shaolin monks for some reason had very deadly traps to avoid for training, I suppose, and also to protect them from outside invaders. We see both Kung Lao and Liu Kang avoiding these during story mode, and this stage looks very similar to that, but at the same time, I don't feel like Fire God Liu Kang would create a Shaolin temple of that nature. It just doesn't seem like something he would do. And as a result, I'm not quite sure if this is the Shaolin Monks Danger Room or if it's a completely different stage, but one thing's for sure, it definitely does remind me of that stage, because this tunnel with the swinging axes and deadly traps looks very, very similar to that Mortal Kombat 11 stage, which ironically enough also had a stage finisher. However, not at first, which is something interesting to take note of. Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat X, and now also Mortal Kombat 1 all launched without stage finishers, but then at some point in the future, around a year or so afterwards, they finally added the stage finishers as a feature to the game in a free update. So that's just more proof that Mortal Kombat 1 is likely going to do the exact same thing, which is why in the data files we do have stage finishers listed. Real quick, everyone watching, let me know what your favorite stage finisher is in Mortal Kombat 1. For me personally, I think it has to be the Kraken in Mortal Kombat X, because I've never seen anything like that in the series. It's so cool to have a giant monster show up and just take out your opponent for you. That's so awesome and cool. But real quick, in case anybody watching is wondering why there's no gameplay of this or no videos, it's because none of that's in the game yet. All we have are the file name listings, and that's it. So some data miners have proven that stage finishers are listed in the game, which means at some point we're going to get them, but as of right now, there's nothing beyond those name labels. There's no videos, there's no gameplay, and as a result, it could be that NetherRealm is nowhere done finishing these things, or it could be they're just waiting and they're gonna add them in the Chaos Reigns update. No matter what the case may be, I love making these videos interactive, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you happy the Cyberlin Kuei is going to return in Mortal Kombat 1, and how would you feel about stage finishers being added to the game too? I really hope NetherRealm doesn't try to charge us like they did with the holiday finishers. That would definitely suck, but I do think they've learned their lesson and are never going to try anything like that again, because almost every week now, NetherRealm has been giving us a bunch of free stuff for Mortal Kombat 1. I think that's their way of apologizing, which I do appreciate. Please, NetherRealm, don't charge for finishers ever again. Even if there is some way to unlock them with in-game currency, it's just way too much grinding, and then on top of that, finishers are what made Mortal Kombat popular. Let's be real. I love the gameplay too. Even the classic games, as challenging as they are with those really weird and wonky inputs and the really stiff movement, they were still tons of fun to play, but even so, without the finishers, I don't think Mortal Kombat would ever be as famous as it is today. And as a result, trying to charge extra on top of the game purchase for those features, like a new finisher, feels really, really messed up. But hey, that's just me, and another day means more Mortal Kombat 1 news. In today's video, we covered the two different intros that reveal new information about Sector and Cyrax, and also the story mode if both intros are canon. And then after that, we talked about the new stages and also the new stage finishers that are likely coming coming at some point as well. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. It helps the channel out a ton. And then finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.